Olympic Stadium when they face Mozambique at it.
If you are a mother,
this is a situation.
a father, a guardian, basically a parent with children in your care, come to the front. Mummies, daddies, aunties, guardians, nyawo, chata, ejaena, come to the front. This video is for you. Make proclamations over your children. Cast protective spells over your children. Protect your children. So, over the weekend, story time. Over the weekend, I was having a conversation with Alice, and I was telling her, because we're talking about somebody we both know who's unfortunately has lost 2 children, and we're saying how it's not normal, okay? It's not normal for parents to bury their children. If anything, it's the other way around. It is children who bury their parents. And I was saying to her that, listen, my mother used to do something to us. At least I can say from experience. She used to do it to me. I don't know if she used to do it to my siblings as well. She used to do it to me anytime I was ill. Now, I do not know if at the time she was doing this, she realized the magnitude or the impact of what her actions were doing for and to me. I do not know if she knew that she was actually casting protective spells and making proclamations over me. Now, anytime I was ill, right? Especially if I was admitted in hospital, if my mother came there, and look, my mother will show up. That's what that one. Oh boy, my mom. Hey, even 3 years ago, as old as I am, 3 years ago when I got COVID and I was lying at Ga East. Look, that was her biggest concern. I was sweetie. I was sweetie. I want to come there. This is she as an old woman who she herself was at risk, couldn't walk well. Do you understand? Okay. So if once you're in hospital, my mother would show up. Okay. Now, the thing that she used to do anytime I was lying in a hospital bed. Now, as a child, I had asthma, and so hospital visits were like every Christmas. In fact, I tell people, I used to chop Christmas as a child because you know how Hamatan was, yes, back in the day. So every Christmas, we knew that we would spend at Tema General. As I grew up, I had other illnesses, but every time my mother would come to me in a hospital bed, she would rub under my feet, okay? She will be rubbing under my feet and she will be saying these words. Ifubi alomokumi. Ifubi alomokumi. To wit, I do not bury children, I have not been cursed. I do not bury children, I have not been cursed. Ifubi alomokumi. To wit, I do not bury children, I have not been cursed. I do not bury children, I am not accursed. She would rub under my feet, continually saying these words. She will move from under my feet, the soles of my feet, to my palms. She'll take each hand and she'll be rubbing and saying, Ifu biye alumokumi. Ifu biye alumokumi. She'll take the other hand. Ifu biye alumokumi. And then she would move to the top of my head and do the same. It wasn't until recently that I recognized that, look, every time I have been ill, this thought has been in my head to fight to live, because I have been proclaimed over, I have been protected, and I have been told that it is not my place to die and leave my mother, but for me to bury her. Okay. Apart from the fact that these words continue to live with me, look at the places that she used to rub. Anybody with any spiritual inclination will tell you that the palms, and I'm very intentionally not showing my palms because I've spoken to you guys about showing your palms. Your palms, the soles of your feet, and the crown of your head are the most intense portals for soul, for spirit to either enter or exit. And so each time I was ill, now I realized that every time I was ill that my mother showed up at the hospital, she was basically sealing my portals with these words so that my soul will know to stay within my body, and other entities will not be able to penetrate through those portals. My mother will turn 88 this year. I'm my age. It doesn't matter what my age is. I can tell you that my mother had 8 children. She was a single mother of 8. There were times that things were tough and rough. But some way, somehow, she protected all of us, and we all remain alive today. People, protect your children. Cast spells of protection upon your children. Make positive proclamations over your children's lives. Your children are gifts from God, given to you only to guide. God, source, spirit, universe, whatever you choose to believe or call the entity, the power that you submit to. Your children are gifts from God, given to you to guide, so that they too can achieve their purpose or attain their purpose on this earth. Please protect your children. Cast spells of protection around your children. Shield your children, because listen, there are things walking this earth that will take them away from you. And when you go back to source, when you go back, you will be asked, what did you do with the gifts that you were given? Protect your children. That is my message for this morning. Like I always say, guard your heart, guard your essence, guard your spirit, and stay safe out there. Lying.